Welcome to the Outdoor View, the place where we educate, connect, and learn to protect our outdoor traditions. I'm your host, Bill Gaines, and I have the pleasure of having Steve Rambo from Rambo's Guide Service with us today. How are you doing, Steve?
I'm doing good, Bill. How about yourself?
I'm doing very, very well. I'm looking forward to
Good.
chatting with you because all the things that you guide for stuff that I love to hunt.
Oh,
So
beautiful.
this is going to be a lot
So
of
we're
fun.
gonna have to get out there and do some of that stuff.
Yeah, well, I'll take you up on that. I promise you.
Not a problem.
Hey, Steve, tell us a little bit about your guide service. I understand you've been doing this for quite some time.
I really have. I've been doing this since I was probably about 10 years old. I took out one of my grandfather's friends. He didn't know how to blow a duck call, and I did, and took him out, and we just had a blast. I mean, I didn't get paid for it, but
Right.
it was just a lot of fun, and that's really when I took off. Then my grandfather said, "Oh, okay, let's keep going," and we just kept doing things. And then I took a little break because started a family and everything, and then got back into it and just loving it. It's just a lot of fun meeting new people and having conversations and putting a smile on someone's face.
Yeah, no, I know you specialize a little bit in trying to get youth hunters out there and veterans out there
Yes.
as well as getting families as a group out in the field.
Yes. The veterans, I love taking them out. A lot of them have, something going on, and just having that conversation with them. That's
Right.
number one. Just making friends. Um, and then also I give a discount on the veterans. I give a 15% discount on their hunts.
Mhm.
So, and then sometimes I throw out some really good offers, during the veterans hunts. I'll give a free hunt, we'll put in for a draw, do something like that, and someone will win a free hunt. So with the junior hunters, um, I give a huge discount on them, where either it's a free hunt or I charge $50 for a junior hunter. Um, it it depends on, maybe the dad might donate a little bit more, donate to CWA to help us out on our water up in Northern California and Oregon border. If they do that, then I just give a free hunt. So I know it's a little bit, but it's a donation. So
Right.
that's what I look for. And hopefully the parents understand, where the money's going. It's not coming in my pocket. It's going into our waterfowl, our pheasants, and stuff like that, where I put the money. I don't keep it in my pocket. So
Right. Going back
yeah,
to the
I do a
resource.
lot with CWA, Ducks Unlimited, Delta Waterfowl, and Pheasants Forever.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
good for you. The groups that are doing the good things on the ground to put more birds in the air and out in the field, right?
that's right. And we need the
Yeah.
water, and now we have to pay for water. So it's got to come somewhere.
Right. Absolutely. So, Steve, you operate out of the Sacramento area, correct?
Yes, I do. Yeah. So
So,
I hunt around the let's say Alberta all the way up to Sankey Road. I
right.
do a lot of duck hunting right in there and goose hunting.
Mhm.
And then I also go all the way up to Gridley and Biggs. I have a couple blinds there. And then I also have some property over on the I-5 area where it's up by Willows and north of Willows.
So that's primarily for ducks and geese, those
Yes.
properties, right? Those
Mhm.
are I'm very familiar with Sacramento Valley duck hunting and goose hunting, and those are some really good areas. And if I'm familiar with how the birds move around too. So I mean, some blinds will be smoking hot, and then the birds will move, and then they cool off and they go to different areas. So it sounds like you've got a lot of the areas where the birds will sooner or later find their way to. You got them covered.
Yes, I do.
So,
Yeah.
so if somebody calls you up and books a hunt, say for middle of January on a Saturday, for
Uh-huh.
example, Now, do you wait until you know where the birds are? I would think, right? I mean, you wait
Yes,
until you know where the birds are to determine where they're going to go,
correct.
right?
So is what I do is I'm always scouting. Um,
Right.
Almost every day I'm out driving around, making sure that I have the birds on the property. Otherwise, if I don't have the birds, I'm gonna cancel the hunt. And I do not take any kind of money until either the night before or the day of the hunt.
Wow.
Just because I don't want to have to give you the money back. It's just too hard transferring money back and forth. But also the part is, if there's no birds coming into the field, I don't want to take you out there.
Right.
It's just, I don't want to take your money. I'm not that type of a guy to just take your money for no reason.
So it sounds like when it comes to duck and goose hunting, I mean, you're kind of the ticket because you've got so many options available to you that chances are pretty darn good that somebody's going to have a blind that's got some serious shooting, I would think.
Yes,
But you do a lot of other types of hunting as well. You do dove hunts too, right?
I do. I do a lot of dove hunting up at the Rahaga Ranch.
Uh-huh.
I have one field separate from the club, to where I plan it, I cut it, and it's all good, 100% legal to hunt. And the doves, it's insane. It is absolutely crazy. Yes.
Are you hunting over safflower? Is that what you're hunting over?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's I planted just before the big rains came,
Uh-huh.
and I had over 400 to probably 600 doves.
Wow.
Just everywhere. It was absolutely crazy.
So you hunt that during the season that starts on September 1st and then in the fall season as well?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. All
Yeah.
right.
So the birds, they come in. I'm sort of surrounded by orchards, and then we have the water plus the food, and it's crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Well, that's good to know because a good guided dove hunt is really hard to find in this part of
It
the world,
is.
for sure.
And you get to hunt all day. If you want to stay all day, you're more than welcome to. If not, it's up to you. So it's a lot of fun. And I also manage it to where it's not getting hunted every single day.
Right.
I manage it like a wildlife area. You come out on Saturdays and Sundays. You can also camp. It's a dry camp. It is free for camping.
Wow.
We have bathrooms there, no showers, but you just bring up your water in your travel trailer and come on up and camp. If you get bored, you can go shoot our sporting clays up on the ranch. So there's a little bit of, both involved with that. So that's the cool thing with my dove hunts. You can go shoot the 5 stand, you can go shoot sporting clays. And when it's pheasant season, with our season with Rahagas, we open up in September, close at the end of April. So you're right there in the dove season and pheasant season. So you can also pheasant hunt when you're all done dove hunting.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Rahagas because I know that you're very active out there and you also manage their hunting program out there. Correct?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they offer and you guide pheasant and chukar hunts out there, right?
Correct. Yes. So you can also you can do a pheasant or a chukar hunt. If you don't have a dog, you can hire me, run my dogs, and you get to, when you're all done, you can shoot the sporting clays and the 5 stand too.
So that's a full day for sure.
It is a full day.
Yeah. Yeah. And the camping, I mean, that's pretty slick. That's
It
a nice
is.
option to have for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does make it nice, where people can enjoy, or they can bring up their family. I don't charge for the kids junior hunts on the dove hunts. There's no charge at all.
Wow.
Yes, that is 100% free. Yep.
That's a great way to get the families out there for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also with new hunters, like especially women, because they're, we're trying to get the families involved more. I do give a discount on the women coming out and doing hunts.
Now, is that for all the hunts? That's not just
All the hunts, even
all the
duck
hunts.
hunts, goose hunts. I do give a discount. Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very
So
good.
I try to help out everyone as much as I can.
Right. No, that's awful nice of you for sure, because I know a
Yeah.
lot of guides will not offer special deals to the juniors, veterans, or women. I mean, it's
Right.
all just a flat fee. So
It is. Yeah.
you offer pheasant hunts, you offer chukar hunts, you offer dove hunts. Sounds
Yeah.
like a sweet deal there. Obviously, you've got ducks and geese well covered, but you also do turkeys,
I
right?
do. Yeah. It's all public land. I do have one spot that is private land, but I can only take 3 turkeys off of that property. But I do have some wonderful spots. I mean, the turkeys are just they're massive. They're big turkeys. They're not just, a little 12-pounder. They're anywhere from 15 to 20 pounds that we've been killing.
Wow, those are big birds. Yeah,
Yes.
and what I especially like about, and I love to hunt all these critters, but on the turkey hunts, I mean, they're a great way to introduce a new hunter, regardless of age, young or old, to hunting.
Yes.
I mean, turkey
And it
hunting,
really is.
it's a great gateway species. It really is.
Yes. You get to watch that bird come into a call 100%. It's not like duck hunting where you're calling and they could just keep on going by. These birds eventually, within 20 minutes, 30 minutes, they're going to come in.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, and I've been hunting turkeys about as long as you can hunt them here in California, and it still gets my blood pumping when those birds, when they start gobbling and strutting and coming in and stuff like that. Oh, I feel like a 12-year-old all over again.
Yes. Yeah. And if you want to do archery hunts with the turkeys, I offer that. I'm a big archery guy.
Me too.
So if people want to come out and do an archery hunt, let's do it. It makes my day. And watching them smile after they shoot that bird with the bow, it's amazing.
Right. So you got the turkeys covered as well, but you also offer some big game hunts, right?
I do. If you get drawn for elk hunts, I do that. I just had one at Grizzly Island, junior spiked bull hunt. That was just beautiful. That was just a fun hunt.
Right.
And also deer, if you get drawn, just give me a call. I do all the scouting. I put up game cameras.
Wow.
And none of them is right here from the laptop. I do have to go look at the SD card, pull them out of the cameras, because some of them you can just pull them up on your phone or your laptop and look at the pictures. No, I'm old school still. I enjoy going up and doing my scouting and then looking at my cameras. And
so somebody draws a real sweet deer tag or elk tag. I mean, so whatever zone they're in, you'll help them out and get them all geared up and
yes.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell them, what kind of gear to bring. I take care of all the food. It's a 5-day hunt. Just like going out of state, you're just doing it here in California. Same thing, canvas tent or bring up your tent. I have showers, I have everything. So I have my family members that help me do all the cooking and everything, but I take them out on the guided hunt. I can take up to 3 to 4 people, and you'll be happy. You'll have a lot of fun. I cannot guarantee a kill. it's hunting, but yeah, you're gonna have a good time. So
now, what if somebody picks up like a D3 through 5 tag or something like that? It's basically an over-the-counter tag. I mean, same deal.
the same
help
deal.
them out too. Wow.
Yes. Yep. Yes. I do that 100%. times. I just love doing it. It's a lot of fun taking people out, especially on the public grounds more, over the counter tags, because there's a lot more people out there.
Mhm.
So we actually go back into the back country a little bit deeper. So it's just not off the road. We might camp there, but we're gonna go back in and do some hiking, and we're going deep in the woods, and we're gonna find that big buck.
Wow.
Or a bear. I do bear hunts too. So
Uh-huh.
so
Who
it's
knows? There's plenty of those out there.
yeah. Yes. Yep.
So now do you have properties as well that you have access to, private properties or what have you, that's like an easy tag, a D3 through 5 tag or an A tag or whatever, that people can hire you to have you take them in there? Do you do that also?
I have one spot that I do have that. It's archery only though. And it's all everything that I do has to be legal. I cannot do anything shady because of my guide license. This is
Right.
where I make my money.
Uh-huh.
Guiding and doing all that to take people out and have a good time and show them the experience of hunting any game. If they have a ranch that they want someone to help out guiding or taking them on that ranch to hunt pigs or deer, I'll go over there too. It's no problem. I'll
Wow.
figure it out within a day.
Okay, Steve, so above and beyond all the various species that you guide for, you also offer dog training, right?
Yes, I do. I do a lot of upland game, uh, bird dog training.
Uh-huh.
They I just I love the pointers, they just come around and they lock up in a heartbeat, and you just I mean, like I'm smiling right now talking about it. It's just amazing. Uh, I do that. I also do waterfowl training. I will do one-on-one. I do charge for that, but it's, when they call and find out, I'll go through the prices and all that
Right.
when they give me a phone call or an email. So, but yeah, I do all that up at Rahaga's. I
Mhm.
have dog kennels. I can board. I can handle 7 dogs up at Rahaga's. I have a caretaker up there that will take care of the dogs. I'm up there almost every single day if I'm not doing ducks and geese, but I do have a caretaker up there. He feeds them, walks them, and then he'll actually do a little bit of training, just on the retrieving, trying to, get the force fetch and all that. That's about it. I
Right.
do all the other training. When I get done with the duck or goose hunt, I go straight up to the ranch. If it's not raining, if it's raining, I don't do anything. But um if the if it's not raining, I do go up right after the hunt and I start dog training. I'm a busy person.
Yeah, it sure sounds that way. So
Yeah.
if somebody's got a pointer, for example, that they want to have trained, what age, how old do you want those dogs to be before you typically take them? And then how long would you usually have them for?
Usually it takes about a month. About a month we'll get them, um where they'll hold a point, where they'll do the retrieving. As soon as someone buys a puppy, or if they have pups and they're doing their own little training, start working. I mean, as soon as a dog is walking around, running around in the house or doing whatever, start throwing a wing, start getting them obedience trained.
Mhm.
That helps us out 100%. It The obedience and the retrieving, if they can work on that, you got it made.
Right. And so
Then
how
it's
old would you like them to be before they bring them up to you?
before they come up to the ranch, at least 8 months.
Okay.
They got to be at least 8 months.
Uh-huh.
That's actually a good age, for me to take them and start working the dogs.
So most of the dogs, you only have a month. I mean, and you can get it pretty
Hmm.
well tuned up in just 1 month.
Yeah, I'll have them all tuned, and let's say it's hunting time. Like right now, You could bring up an 8-month-old dog. I have one right now up at the ranch. He'll be ready by the end of the month. And I just picked him up, and he's a little gun shy, so that's going to be my hard part. He is a little gun shy. So I've got to really, really work on that one. If I can't break that, then I let the dog owner know, hey, he's not working out. He is gun shy. Come on up, pick him up. And then I only charge for what I did. I don't charge for the whole month.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I just can't take people's money. I'm sorry.
Hey, there's nothing to apologize about when you're just an honest guy, right?
Yes.
So,
yeah.
right.
But other than that, the dog training, I take him out. We work on live birds, a live chucker. I keep probably 100 chuckers throughout the summertime, and I train dogs during the summer with live birds. I don't use pigeons or anything like that. I use a live bird. I'll cut their flight feathers. I'll tie their legs, so they don't run, depending on the training.
Right.
And it's just a lot of fun, and it's a lot of people enjoy what I do and what I've done with their dogs. And they come back, and I give them little pointers, because it's not just the dog, it's the owner. It's the owner that you really have to train. So once the dog is done, now it's the owner.
Right.
And the owners do come up, I give them pointers, and I don't charge for that.
Wow.
So it is just come on up, make sure I'm up there. If I am at home and they want me to come up, then I do charge. Just pays for my fuel. That's all.
Right.
Other than that, I'll take care of them and make sure they're happy.
Steve, you've mentioned Rahagi's Hunting Preserve a couple of times during this. I know that's where you do your pheasant and your chukar hunting. That's also where you do your dove hunts, right?
Yes.
And where you do the dog training. So where exactly is that located?
We're in Dunnigan. We're on the exit 556, right at the old Bill and Kathy's restaurant. And the sign is still there. Right. So yeah, you head west 6 miles over the freeway there, and we're on the left-hand side. It's a great place.
I've had the pleasure of shooting there before, and had some great hunts there. I remember when they were just breaking out the sporting clay ranges back when Terry was around and shooting the sporting clays. And at that time, it was flipping tough. Yes. I mean, I imagine it probably still is. But no, I've been there before, and I'll have to come out and visit you guys again, because I know they really do throw out a quality product, and they've got some great hunting there for sure. Not to mention the camping and all the other good things that they have.
Right.
So,
yeah. Well, I hope so, Bill. Come on out and see what we have nowadays. It's a lot of fun.
Right. I'd like to do that.
Yes.
Hey, Steve, it sounds like if you're somebody that's looking for a guided hunt, pretty much of any game species here in California, I mean, you're the guy to contact. Also, I mean, you offer special rates for veterans, some really sweet rates for junior hunters. You got some family packages. It sounds like you've got it covered. How do people get a hold of you if they're interested in going out with you?
So the easiest way is rambosguideservice.com, or on the phone is area code 916-970-7771.
Steve, thanks for taking the time to join the Outdoor View today. I've really enjoyed chatting with you and learning more about what Rambo's Guide Service has to offer, and
good.
Look forward to seeing you out in the field one of these days, someday soon.
Good. Thank you, Bill.
And thank you to our viewers for tuning in to today's interview with Rambo's Guide Service. And thank you to tuning into the Outdoor View, the place where we educate, connect, and learn to protect our outdoor traditions. Make sure you check us out on our website at www.theoutdoorview.org and on our Facebook page, and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well.